Whole lot of moose passed through that those stockyards back there. Hey, I'm Blake and this is your Tailgate Talk. Hey, we're continuing the Tailgate Talk tour of Texas, and we are at the Fort Worth Stockyard. Right behind us, the last remaining historic stockyards in the country here in Fort Worth. A lot of history here, a lot of history of the great cattle drives across Texas and how they'd end up here to be sold, and just a pretty cool place, and yeah, pretty sprawling place. I mean, the biggest stockyards I've ever seen, and yeah, pretty cool deal. Obviously, not any selling or anything going on today, but we're gonna check it out here in just a minute. You know, I've often, and I've mentioned this on Tailgate Talks before, but it's definitely worth thinking. I mean, I consider myself a bit of a carnivore. I love a good steak, and I like to see where those steaks come from. I mean, I can go to a stockyard, I can walk out in a pasture back home and see where my nutrition is coming from. I can see where what I'm eating is originating, right? I don't have to wonder. It's not made in a lab. I mean, there is some talk of lab beef, but stay away from that, you hear, right? I can see where my beef comes from, right? I can see where my nutrition originates. In the book of 1 John chapter 4, the Word of God tells us to try the spirits to see if they are from God. Not everyone who tells you that they're speaking truth is really speaking truth. And in our lives, there are a lot of influences that would try to speak influence into our lives. And all I would say to you today is, you need to know where your nutrition is coming from. You need to know where the influences that are coming into your minds are originating. Because not all information that is in our world and in our society has a good source. So it's just something to think about today. Hey, we're continuing our tour of Texas, and I'm so excited to show you next week on our next stop on the Tailgate Talk tour what God has planned for us as we continue this tour. And man, I'm pumped for you to see it. So join us next week on our next stop on the Tailgate Talk tour. Until then, I'm going to save you a seat right here on the tailgate, and you make sure you join us next. And help us out by sharing these Tailgate Talks. Make sure you hit the share button just below this video so all your friends and family can see too. Thanks so much for joining us. I love you, and I'll see you next time on the Tailgate Talk.